And we are underway in Buffalo. And this opening kickoff will not even reach the landing zone. Short of the 20, so that's going to move the ball out to the 40-yard line. Give to Cook out of the gun. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now Allen. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Deontay Hardy deep for Baltimore. This is taken at the 15. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Here's Jackson to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. And that is something that we just saw there that you obviously have to be prepared for when you try to defend Lamar Jackson. That likely will not be the last time that we see him take off.
I love your language there, partner. You have to be prepared for it. You work at it, but I don't care how much you prepare. It is hard as heck to execute against Lamar Jackson. Great vision, great speed, tenacity, runs through tackles, makes people miss. It's always a long game when you're trying to corral Lamar Jackson.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. We're scoreless after 1. This is 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. They go play action with Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. In motion, Aguilar. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Play action. It's Jackson. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Now Allen.
Oh,
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
2nd and 10. Allen to throw once more. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. This taken in by Kincaid. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, it's Allen.
oh, why they keep batting the ball down?
And incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Now a 2nd and 10. Allen off the play fake. He's got his receiver, Cooper. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
This is all about finding the open space in the middle of the field. How do you do that? One way is through play action. That's going to freeze those linebacks for just a split second, and sometimes that's all you need. They run a deep in route behind them, and it works to perfection.
And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now Allen again. Touchdown! James Cook as the first half is winding down. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they're going to be backed up to start. A big hit there on the return. Stops him dead in his tracks.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's a 2nd and 8. Running free at the 45. Off to the races. Moving inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar
Oh, I
Jackson.
did that shit.
Really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
This time Jackson will throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble. Mark Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Got to clip that right there.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they're going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day. 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's the linebacker, Matt Milano, getting up and stopping him for a loss. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Jackson. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. Takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And they take
Why is they still tackling?
A.J. Epinesa coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Throwing is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Cooper, the man in motion right. Again, it's Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. Now Allen. Got to have this one. That's to his running back. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Throwing, Allen. First down, here's the run with Cook.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Left side, Cook. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3. Allen.
What?
Touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. To throw is Allen. Completes to Shakir once again. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Here's Allen.
This
is caught. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. It's complete.
Give me that shit. Good shit.
Get into the end zone. The defense makes the stop of the game on the 2-point try, and they might just get out of here with a win after all. 25 seconds to go. A must recover if they're going to have any chance. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Now,
Quit.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland.
Man, mute your mic, you freaky ass nigga. Nigga, that's between you and your girl, nigga.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away.
I ain't got nothing to do with that, bro.
From M&T Bank Stadium.
What's up?
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Nigga. Shit, I don't need, be honest, I don't need be on this shit. Yeah. Oh man, what my blunt at? What the fuck my blunt at? Shit. Alright, going boom.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made here at the 36. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. Brandon Stevens there on the tackle.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
From the gun, Jackson.
It's
caught by Aguilar. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No score after one on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd down and 11. Play action. Now Jackson.
I'm not there.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
A first down carry for Henry.
Oh.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Henry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman on the touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. What a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Jackson to throw. Rolling to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. In motion left, Bateman. They go play action now. Jackson. Flush to.
What the fuck? But why did he just...
Taken down.
Hey, what was that?
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now this time he'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Jackson now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Jackson will throw again. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by